Principle 1: The irresistible guy women want to be with. When I was in school, I knew a senior who was 6 years older than me. From the very first meeting, you'd think he was cheerful and likable. He wasn't attractive. Far from it, actually. He didn't stand out in any way, and his appearance was below average. But he knew he wasn't good-looking and still believed, with unwavering confidence, that he could win over beautiful women. In fact, he assumed they were already attracted to him. Later, when I learned about the principles of dating, I realized he embodied a vital frame for success with women. Women mirror positive signals, and he believed, without a doubt, that they were naturally drawn to him. Who's chasing who? John kept following me around everywhere. Luckily, I fell in love with Harry. Otherwise, I don't know how long he would have followed me around. I find it so annoying when strange guys keep bothering me. Have you ever been in that kind of situation? Men pursue women, but they don't have to chase them. A successful guy has options. He captivates her, then suddenly becomes aloof. She might choose to ignore him, but the opposite is equally true. She might chase him instead. Can I take you out this Saturday night? A successful guy wouldn't beg for her time like that. He knows how to build attraction. He gauges her interest and evaluates the level of attraction she feels for him. If it's high enough, let's say above a 7, he knows she'll likely say yes without needing much persuasion. Attention management. A man successful with women doesn't give away excessive attention. That's what nice guys do. Overly eager, overly infatuated, and too easily swept off their feet. Instead, he controls how he shows attention. Sometimes, he ignores her, leaving her puzzled and intrigued. For example, he might not answer her call right away. He turns off his phone only to call back later. Or sometimes, he answers briefly and then makes her switch to texting him instead. She might hate him, but she's hooked. Why? Because he's the first guy to invite her on a date and then cancel it himself. I'd really love to see you tonight, but something urgent just came up. Let's reschedule for another time. Sometimes, she feels like she's got him figured out. Other times, he's a complete mystery. He's unlike anyone she's ever met. Talking about other women. Instead of hiding his past, he openly talks about other women. He praises Lola for her resourcefulness, Emma for her charm, and Nancy for her sweetness. She never hears him bad-mouthing an ex. Instead, he uses positive language to highlight their qualities. In the quiet hours of the night, she finds herself comparing, wondering if she's as resourceful as Lola, as charming as Emma, or as sweet as Nancy. Perhaps she isn't as exceptional as those women, but she has her strengths. Humor, for example. She'll prove to him she can make people laugh. But why is she trying to prove herself? Could it be she's already fallen for him? No. She thinks to herself, I need to make him chase me instead. He refuses to chase. He knows women are better at playing the game than men. When a woman likes someone, she often maneuvers the situation so that the man ends up chasing her. Because of this, he's alert, fully aware of the subtle cues in her words and invitations. And yet, he turns the tables, making her the one doing the chasing. It's a shame, but I've got something unexpected tonight. I'd still love to see you. How about you meet me at XYZ at 8 p.m.? She freezes for 3 seconds, realizing he's put her in a position to chase. Hesitant, she replies, Why don't you pick me up? I'll be at Anna's house until after 8. On the other end, he responds with playful regret. I left my car at home since my friends and I plan to hit the bar tonight. If you're busy, I can always go out with them instead. Wait, I'll come pick you up. What's the address? She blurts out, realizing too late that she's losing control of the situation. Her pride flares up. I'll pretend to reject him just to teach him a lesson, she thinks. But he's ready to walk away. He's prepared to move on if he senses she's not truly interested. He understands that if her level of attraction doesn't grow over time, walking away is the happiest path for him. But this is real attraction. She's merely testing him, gauging how he'll respond. You're great, but if you were just a few years younger, we'd be a better match. What she didn't expect was to be tested in return. Haha, if I'd met you 5 years ago, I'd have ruined you, he teases. What? Were you wild back then? She asks, intrigued. No, it's just that you're too good for me. I don't like good women, he replies with a sly smile. He positions himself as someone who's ready to walk away, and she quickly lowers her defenses. Actually, I'm not that good, she says, trying to win him back. He laughs and gently counters. Well, that was the old me. Now I like good women. She blushes, lightly slaps his arm, and protests, You're impossible. From then on, she stops trying to push him away. She believes in his value, his leadership, and that he's the man she wants to be with for the rest of her life. This is the type of man women want. Perhaps someone you dislike or envy, but undeniably the kind of man women crave. She wants you, but she can't have you too easily. 33 Principles for Success with Women is your guide to becoming that man. Not only will it help you become the best version of yourself, but it'll also leave other men envious of you. Don't take it too seriously, it's meant to be playful. In reality, when you reach this level, no one will hate you. Instead, they'll admire and respect you. So, are you ready to become the irresistible guy women want to be with? Watch this space for the upcoming principles.